Let's travel back to 1692, to a small Puritan village in colonial Massachusetts called Salem. Life was hard, full of strict religious rules and a constant fear of the unknown. It was here that one of the most infamous chapters in American history began, not with a bang, but with a whisper. It started in the home of Reverend Samuel Parris, where his daughter and niece began having strange fits. They screamed, threw things, and contorted their bodies in bizarre ways. The local doctor couldn't find a physical cause, so he diagnosed them as being bewitched. Under pressure from the community, the girls named their supposed tormentors: a beggar named Sarah Good, an elderly woman named Sarah Osborne Antietam, an enslaved woman from the Parris household. What followed was a storm of mass hysteria. The initial accusations spiraled out of control, foiled by fear paranoia and long-standing village grit. A special court was set up to hear the cases. The evidence accepted was flimsy, often relying on spectral evidence claims by victims that they were being attacked by the accused person as spirit, something impossible to prove or disprove. People were arrested based on nothing more than a pointing finger. Neighbors accused neighbors, and even family members turned on each other to save themselves. To confess to witchcraft was often the only way to avoid the gallows, but it meant implicating others. Those who maintained their innocence, holding fast to the truth, were the most likely to be executed. By the time the trials ended a year later, the damage was irreversible. Over 200 people had been accused. 30 were found guilty, and 19 innocent people were hanged. Several others died in prison, and one elderly man, Giles Corey, was pressed to death for refusing to enter a plea. The Salem witch trials serve as a chilling lesson about the dangers of fear, false accusations, and what can happen when justice is abandoned in favor of hysteria. It reminds us how quickly a community can turn on itself when reason is lost. It's a dark part of our history, but one we must never forget to ensure that such an injustice never happens again. Thanks for watching. If you found this piece of history interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories from the past. See you next time.